and welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. This is the show that gives you everything you need to know before the big game kicks off. Derby County's busy week continues here at Pride Park Stadium this evening. The Rams hosting the Championship's in-form side, Coventry City. Yes, at the weekend it was all about John Eustace getting the better of his former side and Derby recording not just their first win under the new head coach, but their first win of 2025 as well. Tonight, the Rams boss faces the club where he came through the ranks as a player and captain at the age of just 22 years old. In the opposite dugout, it'll be Frank Lampard returning to Pride Park for the first time since leaving Derby 6 years ago. He led the Rams to the playoff final in his only season in charge and his first in management. There's a decent chance he could be back at Wembley this season. Since he took over in November, Coventry have stormed up the Championship table and into the playoff places. With 9 wins in the past 10 games, they're currently on their best ever run in the league. Jack Raduni is Coventry's only major injury concern at the moment. If only Derby could say the same. As many as 10 players could be missing for the Rams tonight, with Sondre Langas the latest to be added to the list. Now, 7 of Derby's 8 wins this season have come at Pride Park. The only exception was the trip to Coventry back in November. Jerry Yates on target in a 2-1 win. Still the Rams' only victory on the road so far. And none of the players you're going to hear from in the build-up tonight involved in that fixture back in November, of course. Let's start with one of Derby's January signings. Harrison Armstrong starred in the weekend win over Blackburn.
Yeah, I think it was an important game. I think everyone done the jobs really well. And yeah, just a massive 3 points.
You were named man of the match. How do you rate your own performance?
I thought I'd done my job well. I thought with Ibu and Tomo next to me, they really helped me out. Like I said, everyone done the jobs and it just made my job even easier. So yeah.
Got a big hug from the head coach when you came off. I think I saw him turn around and applaud you when they announced it on the tannoy.
Yeah, I think that's the culture we're trying to create. We're trying to be together with one big family. And I think with how our season's gone so far, it's important we do stick together. And
easy to forget, I think, how young you are when you see you out there and how early it is in your career. Saw a bit of cramp, I think, creep in towards the end. How's the body feeling this morning?
Yeah, it's fine. I was in for recovery yesterday, so sort of ticked that off already. Yeah, I haven't played for a while, so this recent run of games has sort of took my body a bit by shock, but I'm ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, are you pleased with how long you lasted on Saturday?
Well, I would have liked to have stayed on and played the full game, but it's just how it is sometimes, and if I can sacrifice myself for someone else to come on and do a better job, then that's the best thing to do.
You've been through quite a lot here at Derby already. You signed on loan on the deadline day and then all the changes follow. How easy has it been for you to settle in?
Well, I think the core of the club stayed the same. I don't think anything's really changed since I've been here. I think obviously you've had change in manager and a few new players sort of coming in and out, but I think as a whole the basis and the actual core of the club stayed the same, so it's been really easy for me to adapt and yeah, feels like home.
I know it's a really tight, really close dressing room. Who have you really sort of gravitated to?
To be fair, I think all the lads, to be honest. I think I've got a good relationship with everyone in there. There's not one person I can say I don't get on with well. I think they've all took to me really well. Probably some more than others, but yeah, everyone.
You're here on loan, of course, not here for that long from Everton. I read that David Moyes told you to go out and enjoy yourself when you're out on loan. Are you hearing much from Everton while you're here?
Yeah, I'm hearing little bits. I've obviously got people checking up on me, but I think they can sort of see how the results are going. That'll depend on my mood. I think the more games we win, the happier I'll be.
Don't have long to rest up before another big game, Coventry on Tuesday night. How different do you feel going into a game off the back of a win as opposed to how it has been for the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think the confidence is there now. I think what we maybe lacked in other games prior to the one on the weekend, we might have a bit more of, but I think it's just important that we maintain what we sort of started and carry that on into Tuesday and the game on the weekend.
That's Derby midfielder Harrison Armstrong. Now I wonder what sort of reaction Frank Lampard will get from the home crowd tonight. The now Coventry boss is returning to Pride Park Stadium for the first time in nearly 6 years, having led Derby to the Championship playoff final in his only season in charge at Pride Park Stadium. But seriously, here's the Coventry boss reflecting on his time with the Rams.
I don't know. I wasn't there for, what was Mark, 7 years here. I was there for 1 year, so it was a really enjoyable year for me. I had a great time at Derby. I loved the club, the history, the fan base. They were really, really good with me. And I hope when I left, I obviously left to go to Chelsea, which was my club as a player for so many years. So I hope that they respect that point, even though that's history now. And I'm looking forward to going back. I've got a lot of friends I still keep in touch with behind the scenes at Derby. And yeah, I've got nothing but good feelings from that year. So I'm not asking for anything on the day, but I'd like to think it won't be of what Mark maybe we'll get here at Coventry, but I certainly have good relations and would feel nothing different about Derby, whatever happens on Tuesday. I had a great year there and it's a fantastic football club.
Yeah, I mean, you gave him some real good times, didn't you? In that short period of time, get to Wembley to get to a playoff final, and I know you didn't get over the line, but it's still an incredible part of that.
Yeah, it was my first year in management, so I was learning a lot and working hard, and one of my bigger regrets is that I couldn't get that over the line at the end, and that's not just on me, but to get to a final against Villa was a disappointment, because I think as a club, Derby, to be back in the Premier League would have been amazing. We got close to doing it, but didn't quite get over the line. But again, all my memories and working with the team, I think we had a pretty exciting team there. Some big challenges in the year. It wasn't always exciting and great, but coming through it and reflecting on it, it was a nice mix of some experience and bringing through some young players. And in that sense, it was a good year. We just didn't make the final step.
That's Frank Lampard, whose Coventry side start the night 5th in the Championship and with a 3-point gap to Bristol City in 7th. No real prospect of Coventry crashing the automatic promotion party, even despite their brilliant form of late. Sunderland now probably an outside bet, with the top 3 pulling away. Well, Derby dragged themselves off the bottom at the weekend. The Rams now 4 points from safety, 4 behind both Cardiff and Stoke. Plymouth start the night at the foot of the table. They are Derby's opponents at the weekend. Yeah, the big games keep coming for the Rams and for boss John Eustace, who got his first victory as Derby head coach against Blackburn at the weekend. Moor Farm, a very different place on the Monday after a win.
Yeah, well, obviously, like the chaps were delighted with the win on Saturday. I think everyone was. So it was a good feeling. But we've got to park that now, and we've got a massive game again tomorrow night. So the boys were very focused coming in today, and looking forward to the game.
There were plenty of signs in the performances against Millwall, against Middlesbrough, about what you're trying to build. Do you see Saturday as just a continuation of where you're going?
I think so. I think it was a group effort on Saturday. It was a huge effort from the fans, the players, the staff. It was a great day. Obviously, there's lots and lots I want to bring to the football club and to the team. But the most important thing is that we've got that competitiveness in the group, which we have, and that never say die attitude, which I think was there for everyone to see on Saturday.
Is there any element of you having to be a bit patient as well? Because I'm sure there's a lot you want to do and things you would like to change, but you have limiting factors at the moment.
I think we're going into the last 10 games of the season now, so the performances are important, but it's about getting results now. So we have to prepare each game as they come, and the next game Tuesday night is a huge game which we prepared properly for, and we'll have a game plan for, and we'll see where it takes us.
One player you were able to select for the first time at the weekend was Kane Wilson. What did he add to you?
I thought Kane did really well. Obviously, he's an experienced player at this level, and for his first game in 6 or 7 weeks, I thought he was outstanding.
On the Tuesday then, how different is things for you in terms of planning preparation when you only have 2 days to prepare for a game?
Yeah, well, as you say, there's a couple came off on Saturday, and there's a few tired bodies. So first and foremost, it was important coming in today and seeing who was fit and available. Still a couple touch and go for tomorrow night. So we've been able to do a few things for the game, but there's a lot of classroom stuff that we've got to do this afternoon and before the game tomorrow.
You're facing Coventry on Tuesday night, who are on a fantastic run, third best record in the Championship since Frank Lampard arrived. What do you make of the job that he's done there?
I think Coventry have got an excellent squad. I think they've invested very heavily. I think if you look at the history of Coventry in the last 2 or 3 seasons, they always come very late. So, he's done a good job, and, he's got a great squad to choose from. And, I think everyone expects them to be in the top 6 coming the end of the season.
And you've got 10 games to go now. Are you the sort that has looked at what's ahead and looked at the table and thought about what you're going to need to do where?
No, we just take each game as it comes. We have to see who's fit and available first and foremost. We have to have a game plan for the next game, and just take the next game and set up as if it's the last. It's important that we're competitive, and we'll see where it takes us.
Atmosphere was brilliant on Saturday, wasn't it?
It was amazing, and that's what I remember being here as a player. And that's what I want to bring to this football club week in, week out. And you could see that togetherness was there. The family, Derby County family, was there for everyone to see, and it was a very proud day for me to lead the boys, at Pride Park in front of such an awesome atmosphere.
There is John Eustace. 7 games in the Championship tonight. Big game in South Wales as Cardiff host Luton, while Sheffield United against Bristol City in the late game will affect both the automatic and playoff races. 5 more games tomorrow, including Portsmouth against Plymouth. And here tonight at Pride Park Stadium, it's Derby County against Frank Lampard's Coventry City. And it's a game you can watch on Matchday Live on RamsTV everywhere outside the UK and Ireland. Go to dcfc.co.uk now to get your Game Pass. We'll see you for Matchday Live at 7:15. Until then, goodbye.